Hi guys, and welcome to the Ask Evette episode. And guys, in this episode, we're going to be looking at sinuses, but then also relating deeply to the inner ear and a deep sense of fullness that is there, leading to dizziness and vertigo. Hi everyone, Evette Rose here, and welcome to today's episode for Ask Evette, where we're going to be looking at sinuses, but also inner ear fullness that's leading to dizziness and vertigo. And guys, also remember to subscribe here to my channel, stay up to date with all the latest and greatest research and videos that we are also releasing. And remember, we also have all these wonderful events that's coming up, intuitive body reading workshop, if you love to connect with the body and to understand what's happening in your body. And we have our intuitive spirit guide workshops coming up as well, including discounts for our MAT level 1 workshop. I'm so excited. It's going to be so much fun. And remember, bring 2 friends and you can come for free. There's so many great things that we have coming up. And then also, guys, remember, you can find out so much more about the, even just what I'm going to be talking about today, and 679 medical other ailments and the psychosomatic stress of that in volume 1. And of course, we also have the book volume 3, which is the exact same version, but for kids. So if there's something in your past, maybe that you haven't fully addressed and you're still wondering what happened, what could that be relating to? Guys, it's going to be a fantastic resource for you. If you have kids, even better. If you love to work with kids, it's going to be invaluable. So guys, let's just quickly have a look here at what is the psychosomatic stress of sinuses. And then we have the fullness in the inner ear, and then leading to dizziness and vertigo. So I'm not going to focus too much on dizziness and vertigo, because at the end of the day, these 2 symptoms are just exactly that. It's symptoms. It's not part of the starting point. The starting point is either the sinuses or the inner ear. Now, I don't know here, it was not expressed in the question which one came first, if it was the sinuses or if it's the inner ear. But just a brief few seconds psychosomatic lowdown on sinuses. Now we're looking at something in your environment that has caused you a deep, deep sense of grief. There's a lot of grief that is being held back. And this grief is becoming tremendously heavy. And normally it's also very deeply connected to guilt or regret. So something to think about there. It could be something that you heard that maybe caused this reaction, or it could be that something, maybe whatever it is that caused the sinus reaction is something that you also heard, but it could be that there was a delayed response in terms of the psychosomatic expression and stress of that. But the question seems to me and sounds to me like it's mainly focused on the inner ear and a sense of fullness that is being felt there as well. So it depends whether it's the left or the right inner ear. Remember, so if we're looking at now, for example, the left ear, we're looking at stress associated with femininity. It could be stress associated with a mother figure. It could be stress associated with a female figure. It can also be associated with stress in relationship to your spirituality and your inner softness. If it's the right-hand side, now we know that we're looking at perhaps issues associated with a masculine figure. It could be dad. It could be authority figures that feels very masculine. It could be a mother figure that is very masculine in nature as well. And normally also it tends to be associated with decisions that you have to make in your life as well. And so depending on which side that is, when we look at just the inner ear and a feeling of fullness within that, it means that there is something in your environment that has been taking place that you've had enough of. But there's a deep part of you that feels deeply obligated. You feel obligated to push through, to continue to be in those circumstances, to see it through. There's a part of you that's like, no, I can do this. Like that fighter in you just wants to see it through. But now it begs the question, where is the line? Where is the line and the level of discomfort that you have to feel first before you can hear the message? Now, clearly what this is showing you, whatever that is in your environment have completely thrown you off of balance, right? That's the dizziness. You feel like you want to check out. There's a part of you that feels like this is just enough. You're basically disassociating from your environment. You're disassociating when the issue comes forward. So now what is really important to actually observe here is, when do you get the dizziness? When do you feel the vertigo is coming? Because the vertigo is telling me That whatever it is that's throwing your inner world off of balance, that you feel that you want to resist, that you don't want to hear anymore, there's definitely auditorial trauma associated here. So there's someone's voice, it could be a sound, it could be even music that's taking you back to a certain memory from your past that you just don't want to be reconnected to. Now, but the vertigo, that is now telling me that you have a deep fear, a very deep fear of moving away or changing the circumstances that's causing you distress. Now, what this normally also tells me is that it could be that maybe it's because of societal expectations, maybe it's family values and beliefs and expectations, maybe it's a partner's expectations, maybe it's a parent's expectations, but whatever that expectations are or is, you have a very deep fear of challenging that. There's almost like, no, you're not allowed. Who are you? How dare you? It's that type of vibe that I'm getting. I'm really getting a strong vibe of that. And I think that's the inner child. That's the inner child reacting. And I think it's time for you now to let him or her know you're okay. You're okay. Because as an adult version now, with all these vast life experiences and interactions that you've had, you are surrounded by unlimited choices and options. Now it's time for you to align your conscious awareness to these choices and these options, and for you to consciously choose, I choose to change this now. I choose to no longer deal with this. I choose to accept my freedom that I'm born into this world, but now I'm going to fully embrace that. Because this part of you that feels I have to, it needs to go. It really needs to go. And that is what your body's asking you. Your body's like, I don't want to anymore. I don't have to do this anymore. But you have to believe it and embrace it and bring that forward into your life. But the key message here is you don't have to fight for it. You have to remember that you're worthy of it and that you can just have it because it's your birthright. Now guys, there you have it. Thank you for all your great questions. And until next time, be the light that you are. Thank you guys for joining me here. And also remember to subscribe to our math membership website. You can check out so much more. There's so many free healing courses there as well. Go to evetterose.com, see all the free masterclasses and events that we have coming up. There's always something happening on our platform. And we love to hear from you for the Ask Evette episodes, but also for the psychosomatic patterns that you would love for us to talk about, especially when it comes to these books, the research that's in it. And there's so much to be learned and so much to be shared as well. So I love your questions. Let us know what's on your mind. Let us know what you would love me to address as well. Life challenges, it's endless. Guys, thank you so much for being here with me today. And remember to subscribe so that you can stay up to date with the latest and greatest videos that's coming out just for you. Until next time, be the light that you are.